Hello and welcome back to coverage of the 28th annual Queenstown Classic. Here on the South Island we have some beautiful scenery and a very attackable course for this MPO lead card coverage. I'm Connor Wood, and with me, Andrew Gum.
Yeah, great to be here for this final round front nine coverage brought to you by MDG Media. Been a really beautiful course and some great action. Michael, you leading it.
Exciting to see you. Yeah, our current leader and reigning defending champion right there.
Local guy.
He knows the course, every inch of it, and knows all the lines.
Yep, sponsored by Innova. Another local guy, Morgan Harteveld. Just a little bit behind him. Currently 916 rated, but his level of play looked a lot higher than that. Generation Disc Golf.
Yeah, a definitely not local player.
Yeah.
Maxime Tanghe joining, part of the MDG production crew. Rated 989, coming off a strong performance. Excited to see what he can post up here in this final round.
Yeah, he finished off real hot. And the youngster, Sebastian Falconer, not too far behind and really bright future up-and-comer. Got great ambition to be a professional disc golfer, and he's sponsored by Discmania and NZDSS. There you see that.
And as we take a look at the standings, Michael Yu going 7 down on the previous round with 1 stroke over Morgan, who has 3 strokes over Maxime, who has 1 stroke over Sebastian. It is still a tight battle, and on a course where nearly every hole is birdieable, we'll see how hot these guys can start off. Here on hole 1, par 3, 55 meters. With this left to right sloping fairway, you just want to pick your favorite low-speed disc and try to put it close. Definitely one you want to start off with a birdie.
Yeah, we got to see a star frame yesterday, or on moving day, with some really big putts. This looks nice. Counter skip right to the about 6-7 meters. Should be a birdie.
Yeah. Played the hillside nicely there.
Yeah. One.
Morgan matching that grade. And you see him slide a little bit far right. He'll be left, though, with an uphill putt that he definitely can attack.
Seems super smooth. Arced. He's been looking good with the Ruru.
And Sebastian opting for that forehand line. A little bit of Anheuser out of the hand to counteract the fade that would go downhill normally, which is, I like to see that. Ensure a fairly risk-free forehand play. As we see Morgan putting first.
He's going to have to work for the birdie here. Down on the knee. Pretty good effort, but doesn't get it up over the rim. Nice start there. Extending his lead. So 2 strokes between him and Morgan now.
And a fast putt from Sebastian there from about 5 meters. If you did join us for round 3 coverage, that is something that we discussed. Sebastian modulating that power on his putts. He really loves that high pace, directly to the pole style.
Yeah, he's definitely got a great putt, but you know, you got to be a little bit careful when you're smashing them in there. Get maybe too many spit outs that way.
You can find yourself in trouble. Also here on hole 2, par 3, 70 meters. These players are going to want to hit this early gap. As they navigate a mando tree on the left of the gap, they have to go right where the drone flew through. And as they ascend to this flat green, you want to land nice and soft. The really important thing here is to hit the gap and make sure that you are never in danger of missing the mando. More of a straight shot than a hyzer.
Oh. Looks a little inside, but it flipped up nice, and it worked out perfectly.
Now that's a local line.
Wow, nicely done. Not the main gap there, but gets through, and he'll have a birdie most likely. Definitely a local line. Max taking the more intended route, and beautiful.
Oh yeah,
right on the mark. Hits the pole. It's tight. Little balk there from Sebastian. Always good to stop if you feel something's out of whack. Resets and hits the...
Oh, and there's the risk. Whoa. That's the real danger on these sloped fairways.
Okay.
The trees come into play.
Yeah.
And he rolls
and it's still
way
going.
down.
It's still going. My goodness. That's such a terrible result. From not like a that bad of a shot. He just caught that one guardian tree and it somehow got edge. I didn't realize
I think it was the Mando tree that he hit, actually. So he was just centimeters from breaking on through to a great spot.
Wow.
He is really punished. Morgan has flipped this up to flat, a little bit long, but well within the circle. And I think a fine birdie look for him as well.
It's going to be a really, really tough look for Sebastian to save the par. I didn't realize that was so steep.
Catch cam, so just watch out. I'm coming up there.
Yeah, especially with that early gap. If you are to hit a tree high up in the flight, it can fade or roll way down there. Really a great contrast to hole 1, which is a must-get birdie. Hole 2, one of the hardest holes on the course, and that's a good job to put himself right up there on the green.
Yeah, pretty good effort and really good communication with the camera crew to make sure everybody knew where he was coming. Nice to see him talking it out. Nice birdie there. Bouncing back after the slow start on the first hole for Morgan. This really is kind of a birdie or die course. You really want to get hot and keep it that way. You're looking for the win. Maxime shoot.
This man has just been on fire.
Yep. Yeah, and he's got
Michael Yu holding the lead from the very beginning.
Great start there. I was saying we saw Maxime shoot.
Yeah, what did Max go yesterday?
He was 12 down, 8 down through the back 9, so he wasn't too hot on the front 9. Let's see if he can improve his front 9 here today. But he definitely caught fire. That's going to be a bogey for Sebastian, a little bit high on the putt there, and not the start he was looking for. He's got a battle going on with Maxime for a podium position, but all these guys are really well within the race for the win too. I mean,
yeah, and considering the roll away, I think a reasonable result. The bogey is not too bad. Par would have been pretty fantastic, but he'll hold his head high and move on.
Most definitely.
To hole number 3, par 3, only 45 meters. Nice and short, but once again we have the sloping fairway. With fewer trees in play, the rollaway or kick is less likely to come into play, but you will see this very elevated basket. You want to put it as close as possible to avoid a stress-free birdie putt.
Yeah, touchy speed control putter shot here. This looks real good. But he's done that a million times and looks good.
Yeah, maybe 2. I've heard he plays up to 10 rounds a week at this course, so
yeah,
I don't know how many years Michael's been playing here, but
yeah, do the math, folks.
He is no stranger, I'm sure.
Definitely a large number. Pretty good effort there from Maxime. Goes a little long, but well inside the circle. Looks like a Nova here from Morgan.
Branch is controlling his descent. I like his little nose-up spinny approaches. They look very controlled and compact and really doesn't need a lot of movement.
Yeah, he's got
And we saw this from round 1.
Yeah, the jump putt
Sebastian, the jump putt.
Yeah, I also really like Morgan's old school air bounce swing. It's super smooth.
That ultimate style.
Yep. Proper frisbee stuff. Michael
cashing his 3rd birdie on hole 3.
Berkey right out of the gates. Nice sunny day here, no wind. Absolutely beautiful place. Just loving this New Zealand action that MDG's been bringing us. So many great views and tons of variation in the geography. This looks like a wonderful place for disc golf out there.
Oh, it's fantastic. Ideal. You see the variety in the courses as well, utilizing all the available landscapes. This one right by the lake with the mountains behind. Beautiful forest here.
Sweet star frame.
Lush greenery.
Yeah, I love it.
And a friendly star frame to boot. On friendly hole 3, we go to hole 4. A left to right with a double Mando between these 2 trees here. A lot of these right-handed players will opt for the forehand hyzer, the backhand turnover requiring a great degree of control. The real trouble is this sloped green where you need to hit the ground soon or you may find yourself at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, and we haven't seen a forehand from Maxime yet throughout the New Zealand coverage, if I recall.
That's a great point.
So he's having to work
See if he
pretty hard on
is comfortable with it today.
He really trusts his backhand turnovers, and he's really good at it. That was a little juicy, but definitely an ace run. Still circle's edge, so...
Yeah, I think the height got away from him just a bit there.
Here we go,
But
forehand.
that is an easy way.
But yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. I just got a little surprised
please,
there.
It's a great point. Yeah, we got excited.
I just
Oh, and he doesn't quite hit the gap, but I think he is putting for birdie. Although downhill, you can find yourself in some trouble. I do not think, though, this is a course where he will be laying up
no
from that range.
It is a scary putt, but oh, that's way inside.
Oh, and
missed it.
yeah, Morgan hated that out of the hand.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad shot.
Sebastian, a very well-rounded player, has all the tools.
Oh my goodness!
And he skips it in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, and the height was just perfection as he catches edge and skips.
What a sick
that
skip
out.
ace for the young man, 17 years old. He's got himself
On coverage as well.
ace on camera. Wow. That was incredible.
I'll admit, that caught me off guard. What a beautiful shot there with the roots and the hill.
Yeah, I have to apologize for potentially overreacting there.
No, that was sick.
Oh, man,
well
I
done, Sebastian,
did not
for
see
a
that
fantastic
coming.
ace.
That was so cool. Make sure you...
Look, how many people can say they have a final round lead card ace on coverage?
That's huge. Great putt there from Maxime. His
I
birdie.
think early circle 2, late circle 1, we see the downhill putt, tons of spin, nice touch of nose down, and catches strong side chains.
That was a great highlight putt there from Maxime. I'm still trying to catch my breath after that amazing skip ace there. Wow. Magical stuff. And really huge momentum boost after that bogey on hole 2. You know, he's got it back and more. Maxime 4 for 4. Michael 4 for 4.
And Michael matches. Wow, it's these guys from Circle 2 cashing in their birdies to play a perfect front 9 so far. Morgan will be taking a 2-stroke swing to Maxime and Michael there with a 4, missing the Mando.
Yeah.
Best case scenario from the drop zone, unless you want to try to put it in and have the chance to sail way down. Hole 5. Par 3, 85 meters. You have a soft left to right to left rather shape. I think some overstable backhands definitely the play. What you really want to look is for them to hit the ground before the basket to get that soft little skip up to it. If you do go at chain height past, you can find yourself in quite a lot of trouble deep.
Yep, Sebastian stealing the box with that ace. He's got the Iron Samurai, Eagle McMahon, MD3. Smooth swing, great skip. Catches a tree, but it curls up. Should have a putt.
I think he'll be about edge of circle.
Yep.
We see Michael here, our leader now by 4 strokes. A little bit early released, and he doesn't fight through, but will have a long look for birdie, and I think at worst a 3 for him.
Yeah, his Toro was left just a little inside there, and gonna have most likely a par. Mutant from Maxime. Looking for 5 in a row.
That'll be tricky. Also a slight early release as he hyzers out left of the intended fairway gap. He'll have an obstructed look, but he's down there.
His putter's hot. Has been all.
This looks nice. Oh, but it didn't quite catch edge, sort of
Yeah.
landed flat. And instead of a skip, he slid.
Yes, it went straight.
Bit long,
no
right?
flare. Unfortunate. Look at how beautiful blue water that is back there. Gorgeous stuff. Jump putt approach. That's going to work out fine for the par save for Michael. Morgan and Maxime are tied now. Sebastian a little high and left on that putt, but not too far off the mark. Very focused putter Morgan is. He drains
Oh,
it.
check that out. Soft hyzer angle, dead center. Great comeback after the bogey on the previous hole.
Yep. How you do it.
Maxime to maintain a perfect front 9.
Oh, it was pretty good putt. Could have stuck. Just low left sometimes is good, but that time it just kind of caught some nubs and popped off. Gonna be a par, but it was a good putt, you know. Can't be too disappointed with it.
Yeah, I think
heavy chains and all.
If anything, maybe a little left side, but
Yeah, definitely,
looked solid out of the hand.
definitely low and left, but sometimes those are good. I think they catch more often than kind of high and right. My experience, anyway.
Yeah, I might agree with you on that one. I think it depends on the angle
Absolutely.
that you like to putt at.
Yeah, that's totally.
The hyzer compared to flat compared to anhyzer, I think really determines the sweet spot of the chains that you want to hit.
It's a great point.
But with 3 of our players taking par, Morgan, the lone birdie.
I'm going out, meet you there. 'Cause I hate it when you're not there. I know. We're going somewhere. What's moving under our feet? And the look in your eyes get me. I know. We got a good thing. Under the night, everything's brighter. Cuts through the dark.
Helicopter line, catchy song, and absolutely gorgeous views there. That's gonna be a bucket list of mine. Get on that helicopter.
Shout out to Helicopter Line, namesake of the tournament. Here on hole 6, another beautiful view. Par 3, 50 meters. As you break through this tree line into this open, flat field, what you really want to do is hit the gap and make sure that you don't fire long off the uphill tee shot. Morgan on the box. And in fact, if you weren't sure, it's on his back today, so easy to tell who's throwing.
Good to have that. Makes it easy for the commentary team.
Ah, yes. Discmania throwing now?
Yes. Mr. Discmania puts it right up by the basket. Well done, sir.
Ah, yes. Team, our current leader. Sorry, these are bad jokes.
I like it. Having a good time here. Watching some great disc golf as well. The action is hot here. And that's another hot shot. Gonna be a birdie. Team gonna show us the backhand putter line. Got himself the roo-roo and looking to shape one. Great touch.
Just such a nice compact form on that backhand standstill. Really looks comfortable opting for that whenever he can. We see Morgan up first. Oh, and just low the whole way.
Ah, that's the least committed putt we've seen. Minus that one kind of really short when he missed, but usually a great putter. Yeah, I just didn't fully commit there. Nice birdie from Sebastian.
Easy tap in for Michael. 5 down through 6. As Maxime will match him here. And Morgan and Maxime still tied up at 31 under, 4 behind our leader, and just 2 above Sebastian, who's at 29. Hole 7, par 3, 70 meters. This is one of the trickier holes here, with this Mando tree coming up on the right side. You see this one that we're passing right about now. You have to play left of that into this gap with a short dogleg to the right through all of these trees. The turnover backhand doesn't quite have the room to turn. Very touchy line. I expect the forehand hyzer to straight shot coming through. We'll see what these players opt for. That looks like a great line.
Oh yeah, like some meta essence and looks parked. Eagle here from Michael Yu. Like a star.
I thought you were calling the ace for a second there. You mean his disc?
Yeah, Star Eagle, Innova discs there. Disc made famous by Ken Climo and Greg Barsby.
Maxime again playing for that touchy putter turnover. You can see that early Guardian on the left side really bringing the width into play, as you have to beat the Mando, but turn before that. He doesn't get a great result.
At least he made it today. Missed it. He missed it last round and cost him a couple strokes.
Morgan hugging the inside as he digs the Mando tree. He will at least be safe.
Yeah, squared it up. Luckily it stayed on the safe side. Gonna have a chance to save par. I think he was in similar position yesterday, if I recall. That's a nice touchy up. Beautiful.
Wow, I think that was a much harder shot than he just made that look.
Make sure you go to MDG Media /Patreon. Join that and help support everything they're doing. Bring you high quality coverage from around the globe.
Maxime with a long look through the trees. Little Anheuser release, but it flattens out a touch early. He'll have a tap in 3. Sebastian only now coming to his birdie putt.
That was a great drive.
Plot twist, just places the mini, still not putting. As we'll see 3 pars, the young man securing hopefully to be the lone birdie of our lead card here. Max for 3. I'm curious, Andrew, at what range do you stop putting with the bag on?
Me personally? Or just
Yeah.
in general?
I mean, either or.
It depends on the context, really. Like, if it's a casual round, I could do it up to 10 meters, but I wouldn't recommend it. But in a competition, I think I generally put the bag down anytime it's outside the bullseye ring.
Anything that's not a tap in.
Yeah. How about
Wise stuff.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think if it's at any point a throw or a toss, if I'm not just chucking it in without thought, I'd like to, make sure my routine is set and everything's as it should be. I'm sure we've all been in the position where a 2-3 meter putt can... 2 is a bit of an exaggeration. A 3 to 5 meter putt can sneak away from you.
Yeah,
If you play enough disc golf, you'll eventually miss that range a couple times.
for sure. This hole 8 is a
And Ron?
73
Yeah,
meter.
hole 8. It's a very similar shape to the last one
It is,
with that
it
soft
is.
left to right, but the backhand turnover is more accessible.
Pretty tight
No
gap.
Mando as well, so less punishing.
Yeah. Like, it does play a little bit downhill and maybe sloping slightly left to right. A little bit elevated basket on that kind of rocky platform or mound.
Oh, as he shapes the fairway
Oh.
beautifully. Max with the soft turnover doesn't touch a thing but the ground next to the basket. That's how you do it.
That was sweet. Perfect touch on that. There we go.
Morgan with a wide release, but he fights through the majority there. Not quite hitting the fairway, but does come back nicely.
Yeah, a very swooping swing there.
And we heard him say the same thing to his card there, playing the alternate fairway, as he called it.
And proud approach from our leader, Michael. Like he's starting to slow down a little bit here on the end of the front 9. Giving people a chance, but he's still got a pretty healthy lead. 4 strokes currently, just high on that attempt from Morgan.
Sebastian looking for that Anheuser straddle putt. It can be really tricky when you go that wide on the legs to get enough Anheuser on it. You really have to rely more on the wrist than usual.
Yeah,
Fades out just a touch early.
that didn't look like his normal style of putt, so unable to connect there with that tree in his way. Michael to save the par. Yes.
Oh, that thing had heat.
Yeah, a little low.
I don't know. I get a bit uneasy when I see that. Anything that isn't low in center chains, and that could be well outside circle 1.
Yeah, great birdie there from Maxime.
But hey, oh, no doubt, just a tap in as he, for the first time, I believe, sneaks into second place, 1 stroke below Morgan.
Yeah,
As we look now to hole 9, halfway through this final round, we have a par 3, 70 meters with a dual fairway. You can go on the left side where this drone is flying or on the right side of those trees. You can play forehand, you can play backhand. You just need to make sure you have good angle and distance control, as there is a drop off right behind the basket and you want to sit down nice and soft to ensure that you don't go off the edge.
Maxime here, 3 strokes behind our leader. Nice clean stroke. Just needs to slow down, and it does. Beautiful. It's going to be another birdie. Going to be 7 down on this front 9. Putting a little pressure on Michael.
Yeah, great touch.
Sebastian opting for this mid-range.
Sebastian.
Yeah, the MD3.
Oh, that looks nice if it sits down.
Another ace run for him. It checks up well, too, so he's really comfortable.
I think the pine cones really helped him out there to slow down quickly.
Yeah, nature's breaks.
Michael, knowing Maxime is parked, as he's sneaking up on him, this one would be a good one to ensure that he gets to maintain a nice cushion.
Look,
and I think he's about, yeah, he's in the circle there, surely.
Yeah, it looked hot, but it was a slow disc, and it might be some kind of a softer plastic, and it really just gripped that ground. Maybe getting some of those pine cone breaks, too.
Oh, Morgan with a little dance off the branches.
Yeah, branch breaks.
He'll be right up there for his birdie as well.
These guys using all the forest to slow their disc down. Local knowledge.
Know which branches to hit and which branches not to hit.
Exactly. That's a good putt there. Right in the heart.
And with that ace, that sneaky ace, goes 6 down through the front 9. Very respectable start from Sebastian.
Yeah, electric. Great to see those fireworks.
He matches the pace of our leader. Michael also going 6 down through the front 9.
Yeah. Morgan a little slower, but he's had some great moments as well, and he's still right in this. Only 1 stroke behind.
That man right there, Maxime Tanghe, 7 down through the front 9. Only missing holes 5 and 7.
Yeah, and that's coming off
with a strong ending to round 3 and a great start to round 4. He's well poised. As you see, he's snuck now up into 2nd place.
Yeah, that's 15 down in the last 18 holes. Fantastic stuff. And there you see the top 10. 3-stroke lead for Michael. Maxime trying to chase him down here. Morgan, Sebastian, not far off.
Still, yeah, all the podium positions still in play for all of these players. Our lead card heating up. We will be back with the final 9 holes before we crown our Queenstown champion. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the other side.
Definitely setting up to be a very exciting finish. Come on back. See you there.